Is there any Padukas I see?
Hmm.
Definitely there would have been a story.
Yes, these Padikas are the ones given to me by Gurudev
Wow,
when he came
wow.
to the school.
Okay.
And since then, I'm using these Guru Padikas for the puja instead of those symbolic ones. And I'm so blessed and grateful to Gurudev. He has given me such a wonderful seva in the school, which keeps me busy as well as young.
Yeah. 1 second, I will introduce. Muralimanohar Ji is taking care of our Sri Sri Academy. Sri Sri Academy, Hyderabad. Now you tell Murali ji. What is Sri Sri Academy and where it is? A lot of people don't know.
So first thing is I am Muralimanohar, but not Joshi. But automatically that was such a wonderful personality, Muralimanohar Joshi, that people assign my name to him. Very natural. So the Sri Sri Academy is a wonderful school, one of its kind, and second in the country. Sri Sri Academy is a brand name, is a premium brand of educational institutions we have. So we have Sri Sri Academies, the premium most brand, and then we have the Sri Sri Vidya Mandirs, and then we have the Bal Mandirs. So after Calcutta, Hyderabad, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh were the fortunate ones to have such a wonderful institute. It is on the outskirts, and so we have provided accommodation for about 20 people, 20 boys and 20 girls in the dormitories there. And when we started that, we started getting people not much from Hyderabad or neighboring districts, but from West Bengal, Karnataka, Assam, all these places we started getting candidates in the hostel. So that is something great, and Guruji's dream is the area will develop so much that people will suddenly walk into that, in the school, and there will be no need to make it a residential school. And all those who have not experienced, I invite them to come to the school and experience it. As like anything in the art of living, the school is also to be experienced. It cannot be explained in words what we do there. But I'll certainly say we are working with the philosophy of art of living, which is like flowing against the stream. And we call it, we are not along the dhara, we are trying to be Radha, going from bottom to the source. So we are trying to give these values to the children. And more than giving values to the children, it is giving values to the parents who are also born in somewhere in 1990s and all that. So they have to taste what these values mean, and they have to let their children experience what these values mean. And my personal experience now, after the pandemic and the lockdown period, that people are so happy, children are so happy, and their parents are telling me, sir, बच्चे ने हमको देख देखते लड़ाई झगड़ा सीख लिया है. माँ बाप, they used to quarrel, agitate over each other, expressing anger. Children had not seen them so much because they used to be in office. Now children have seen the parents. So parents understand the need to behave well so that children can emulate that. And that's what we have been talking about. So Sri Sri Academy is a wonderful place. We have right now capacity of about 500 students. And it will be extended to about 1,500 students in due course of time. So those who have not come, please do come and visit this school. It's a place where we are learning. Whatever we do, we learn. So I'm still learning. Back to school. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Teacher will get tabhi 1, 2, 3 करते रहते हैं हम लोग. अभी school में भी 1, 2, 3 कर रहे हैं. That's what we are supposed to learn. If we can get our fundamentals right, then there is no fear. Masti hai. No cravings, no aversions. We have done our job. There is a feeling of gratefulness, and there is a feeling of contentment. when we work in that premises, we get these things. Thank you. Anything else,
Yeah. You can share your personal story when you came to the path, when you met Gurudev first time, how you went to Sri Sri Academy.
Yeah, that's a very interesting story. I met Gurudev in 1997, and after meeting him, I took 2 years to come into Art of Living. And the people who gave me the intro talk, they were Vinod Banerjee and our Vijaya Mother, Vijaya Narasimhanji. These are the two people who had come to administrative staff college for giving intro talk. And out of the whole batch of, we had about 40 students going into senior management training at SK. I was the only one who went for Gurudev's visit. It was in the somewhere nearby, Scouts ground or something ground in 1997. So that was the very first time I had a very comfortable hug from Gurudev. Thereafter, 99 onwards, I'm into Art of Living. And as they call it, it used to be 6 days program in those days. And we were told that you will feel the presence of the divine in these 6 days. I had the presence of the divine on the very third day itself. I had an accident and I was not hurt. I was on my Sunny, very small scooty. So one car hit me, was trying to come from this right side, and I wanted to stay on the left, and from there another car was there. So I was sandwiched, but nothing had happened to me. I simply drove my to home, changed the dress, and came to office. That was the first time I realized miracles. And the second time, I also used to think, I'm a very busy person. I don't have time to die. I don't have time to breathe. I'm so busy. But all that changed after doing my course. After that, I have only time. That's all. Time. खूब बहुत time है. तो ये sentence मेरी vocabulary से निकल गया, मेरे dictionary से निकल गया कि I don't have time. So we have time for everything now. And then after I retired, then my turn came to become teacher. And I did my PTC in 2010. और उसके बाद से तो I feel it is my, the best thing which could ever happen to me. Before becoming a teacher, I was in the apex body also. And I had many occasions to meet Gurudev in Hyderabad, in Bangalore, in Cochin, and everywhere. And when I was working, Gurudev was like a kavach to me, an armor. It was my, tendency that I flow against the stream. And in these days, being honest is something very, very rare. And it is very difficult to survive with your principles. In this environment, I felt the presence of Gurudev all the time with me whenever I took harsh decisions. And I've been into the remotest part of the country in jungles, and nothing could happen to me. Nothing could happen to me. I survived all that and I came. And after some time, when retirement ke baad I had a lot of time to do seva, I was in the ashram, and my friends were there from Arunachal Pradesh. They were talking how good Arunachal Pradesh is. I said, Bhaiya, mujhe bhi le chalo Arunachal Pradesh. I would also like to do seva there. They said, are you sure? I said, yes. They said, if you are sure, we'll talk to Gurudev. And they went and talked to Gurudev. And Gurudev said, in case he is willing, take him. But he gave only one caution. Don't take him for courses. Take him for the school in Pasighat. Altogether something new which came to me. Before that, I had managed schools in my projects in MDC. But he said, take him for managing that school in Pasighat. That school, Art of Living had taken over from missionary school. And it had to be totally changed from totally non-veg to vegetarian. And the school had run for 2 years, but it had to grow. So that was my interaction for formal education of Art of Living. Me and my wife went there. And that was such a remote place where light used to come. It never used to go. It used to come for 1 hour, 2 hours. And I was about to relocate to Arunachal Pradesh, Pasighat, when my wife put her foot down. She said, no, I'm not going to start the life in jungles again. And at that point of time, Ravi Bhaiya, he said, Murli ji, you want to do seva? We'll take you to the school. And he took me to Shishi Academy. There was a meeting going on 15th of August 2012. And he just brought me here. He has come now. He will take care of the school. Since that day, I'm in this school. I will not say I'm sucked into the whirlpool, but I'm simply going up and up and up. So many things have happened. And today only I was sharing with somebody. We have got all the approvals from the state government and central government without paying a single paisa to anybody. And that is our strength. That's what we are teaching students. How can we defer that? So practicing values and living the knowledge, these things came. And as you know, the volunteers, when the going gets tough, they leave the job. So that knowledge sheet of Gurudev came very handy to me. What type of volunteer are you if you're going to leave when the going is tough? And that kept me going. Another big learning in the school was everybody can remain centered when you are being praised. You may not get deflected. But it is very difficult to remain centered when the mud is being thrown on you. Shit is literally being thrown on you. That is another learning which has happened here, to remain centered, whether it is abuse or praise. These two things have made such a fantastic difference to me and in my life, practicing this knowledge. Because everything is his, we don't do anything. He directs. And most of the time, all my problems get resolved when I do meditation in the morning. I get the solutions, whatever I'm facing. So these are some wonderful experiences which I have had in the school. And the life is so good. And the life is so good. I only wish Gurudev lets me continue for as long as I can. And I also wish I can continue as long as my health permits. And it is his business, not my business in any case. I was having COVID infection last year in 2020 in the first wave. And I had chance to get Gurudev on the video through Ayush Homa. One of my colleagues had arranged it. And Guruji said, koi dikkat nahi hai, Shakti drop lete raho, sab cheez theek hoga. And the recovery started and I came back. So when he's brought me back, there must be some purpose. I'm waiting for that with open arms. That's it, Srinivas Ji. I'm all full of gratefulness and gratitude to the Gurudev. All gratitude. All gratitude. Nothing more to say.
I heard in YouTube one of our teacher, I think, furniture shop, she took you.
Lata Ji.
Will you tell that?
Yeah. Lata Sai had come to stay as a tenant in the society where we are living in. So I had my office for my own consulting company and she was staying 3-4 flats away. She came to me running straightway. भैया एकदम से अंकल कहते, she used to call me uncle, अभी भी अंकल बोलते हैं. Uncle, ऐसा मुझे दुकान में प्रॉब्लम हो गया है. And her husband was doing the DSN course. And she was there and she said कि दुकान में आग लग गई है, तो क्या करना है? I said, कुछ नहीं हुआ है, let's go. When we were going from the residence to the shop, she narrated. The Gurudev had come in the dream and he was there in the shop. And when we went there, thieves had gone into her shop, which darwaza tod ke, and because it was dark, they were burning all the posters and papers which are available nearby, and they went inside the furniture shop. They could not steal anything. Just could not steal anything. And the fire did not damage any of the cushions or the foams or the mattresses or whatever was like that. It was all wood, but no damage was in the shop. And she dreamt that Gurudev was in the shop, and Gurudev was literally there to protect the shop. And when we first went, before vending the shop, we went and told her husband, Sai Muddula Garu, and he said, "Koi baat nahi, aap log aaiye." Things we were. He continued with his course. Such things happen, and that's it. Since then, we are together all the time. There is a faith, and being a teacher, I have learned to say, "Main hoon na." So on behalf of Gurudev, we say, "Main hoon na." Karne wala to kuch aur hai. When we say these words, "Main hoon na," it gives a lot of confidence to the person who is hearing it, who is in trouble, who wants help. These words, Gurudev has empowered us to say it. After all, we don't do, he does it. But we should have conviction and courage to say, "Main hoon na." हम लोगों को भी अपनी जिंदगी में बहुत, जब हम लोग ग्रो कर रहे थे तो बहुत लोगों ने ऐसा कहा कि मैं हूं ना, and it gives a lot of solace to us. Even today I feel this single sentence, मैं हूं ना, it takes care of their vibrations. And I still feel, and it's my conviction, if people can sleep well, half of the job is done. When many people come to me and discuss their problems and they report to me next morning that they slept very well, they felt at ease, I think their job is done. We don't have to do anything. Everything he is doing, but we should be ready to pass on. So meet as many people as you can. That's all seva. At my age, this is all I can do. I cannot do much of a leg work, but I do talk to people and tell how it helps. और कुछ श्रीनिवास जी आप तो जानते हैं
something that happened before I met you. I want to share something that happened before I met you. You know what? It took 2 years of praying Guruji to meet you. So last time when Lakshmi Babi did Guru Puja, I had shared that she forcefully made me do the course. So after that, I could not practice regularly, but I wanted to do, because it was new business and there was no staff and I was working very hard. So I could not give the time for Kriya, but I wanted to do. So every day, whenever I see the Guruji photo, I used to pray that you have to arrange the time or whatever. You have to arrange in such a way that my routine, that I will be regular in my Kriya. Then you know what happened? We shifted from Toli Choki to Suha apartments. And you also remember what happened on the first day when we did puja in the, Lakshmi Ji, was walking in the corridor and she saw Guruji's photo in your flat, Ravi Bhaiya's flat in your office. And she came jumping, literally came jumping. She pulled my hands and, took me to your flat. Lata, Guruji is there in your corridor. Murali Ji is here. So she, literally made me know your this thing. So after that, you became teacher within few months, and I became your first and only volunteer for some months. And we used to do the legwork and all. And you, like a mother teaches child the first ABCD, you have taught me everything about seva, everything that I am able to do seva. It is only every day I remember you. Even now, as I'm taking follow-up, I remember how you taught me the body rotations or whatever, and the discipline that you brought in my life. I am very, very grateful. So it took 2 years of praying to Guruji to, meet you. You're mute. Uncle, you're mute. Yeah. Unmute yourself.
Yeah,
Unmute.
Lataji went. Then I had this. I think you are.
Yeah. Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev.
And another,
Yeah, Jai
Yes,
Gurudev.
sir.
yes. And so my wife who keeps me going on, he is my volunteer. For all the physical process, he used to be there earlier registering the candidates and collecting all that. So wonderful, sir. Good memories. Good memories. Huh?
Yes, yes, Murali ji. Very nice.